It gives you that visual component to say that there's an emergency and we need to take action, but what I really like about it best is the fact that InformaCast tells you what that emergency is. And for people to know what the emergency is critical for them to determine what their appropriate next steps would be.
Having it in the hallways, having the screens that show up with the text that's scrolling across it, having it show up on some of the phones has made it much faster to be able to react. And students also, in a building like we have, there are students walking around going between classes, maybe going to the school store. When they hear that message and they're able to visually see what the issue is and where they need to be, it definitely improves the efficiency of it.
And if you think about afternoon and evening activities, the overwhelming majority of people in our buildings could be visitors. And so InformaCast communicates with people to ensure that that message that was initiated is received in a way that's very clear and easy to understand for all parties.
Knowing that we have different options for all of the scenarios we could need is really important. As an example, we had a lockdown drill where it was an external threat lockdown drill. So staff are supposed to stay in their classrooms, lock their doors, and continue teaching. The message in one of our louder classrooms didn't get through, and they left because they heard threat and lockdown and said, we were told if we could get out to go. We said, well, that's true for an internal threat. This scenario is where there's a threat outside the building, and now you've just taken your class out there. I know that had we had the messaging set up and the system ready to go at that point, we could have made sure that the messaging said, this is an external threat, keep your kids inside the building, lock your doors, etc. The feedback has also been really nice on all of the messaging, on all of the digital signage in the hallways, on the strobe lights that are going off, on it taking over the slideshows. The fact that anything that we have displaying or projecting anything now projects the message that needs to be said.
From voice and visuals and alerts to police and making sure that the proper administrators are notified. All of that comes together with InformaCast.